Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Monday, October 14th, 2024, 22 days until the election. Here's what's happening today in America. Operation Aurora. Man arrested near Trump rally, Americans to Israel, and Elon makes magic. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Donald Trump hosted a rally, among other places, in Aurora, Colorado, where he announced Operation Aurora. He said this will be an operation at the federal level to expedite the removal of these savage gangs. He said he'll invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1789 to, quote, target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operating on American soil. He said we will send elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there's not a single one left in this country. Donald Trump also had a rally in Coachella this weekend where a man from Las Vegas was arrested with a loaded gun, which may not be the weirdest thing, but along with his gun, he had multiple passports with different names and an unregistered vehicle caught at a checkpoint. Vem Miller, 49 years old. He was stopped by deputies assigned to the rally at a checkpoint in Coachella Valley with a shotgun, loaded handgun, and a high-capacity magazine. 67 people were injured in a drone attack in northern Israel, a swarm of drones, which we will see a lot more of in warfare in the future. Hezbollah has claimed responsibility. We, America, has deployed a missile defense system and about 100 American soldiers to Israel, the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Battery, and its crew. This is the first group of Americans deployed since Hamas attacked Israel last October 7th. Elon Musk and everyone at SpaceX did something spectacular. The most powerful rocket ever built took to the skies again. It's 400 feet tall. It's a 40-story building. Now, this is the 5th time it's ever been shot in the air, but it's the first time that they even attempted to land it back not only where it launched, but as it was coming back down, controlled to land on a dime. It was coming down at first half the speed of sound. And there were these two metal arms that came out from the tower that caught the rocket in midair to catch the largest and heaviest flying object ever made. Just pluck it out of the sky. As has been said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I'm Mike Slater from the podcast Politics by Faith. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Monday, we live in a country where we love to blame other people for stuff. I guess it's human nature. I've lived in Great Britain. I've traveled the world, 86 countries, but I've never seen a culture so wrapped up in the blame game as the United States of America. It's almost as if it's in our DNA, and it started in the Revolutionary War. We blame the King of England for all the bad stuff in the colonies, and we booted him out of here. Then as our country unfolded, we blamed minorities, we blamed Native Americans, on and on and on, and we blamed each other in the Civil War. So historically, the blame game has been consistent. Now, that's not good. In politics, I understand it. Each party's going to blame the other for failures. That's nothing new, and it will never change. The hurricane Milton is a great example. So the Republicans are blaming the Biden administration, Kamala Harris, for the failure of FEMA to act quickly enough. And the Republicans are saying, oh, Biden doesn't know what he's doing, and nobody showed up in Asheville, North Carolina, on and on and on and on. And people believe what they want to believe, so wherever you are, that's where you believe. The good course of life, be fair. Evaluate all the facts. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Linda Mead, Chicago. You mentioned on your October 8th show there are 800,000 fewer Americans on the job this year than last year, 2023. Is this due to retirements, people not working, or receiving welfare? I don't know. You won't know until the census comes out. The fact is that even with job growth in America, which is happening, 800,000 American-born workers are not on the job, and they were a year ago. But why? That's only the Census Bureau could find that out. I don't know when the next census is, but I think it comes up in 2 or 3 years. David, concierge member, unlike Barack Obama, President Theodore Roosevelt actually accomplished something very significant to win the Nobel Peace Prize, a treaty to end the fighting between Russia and Japan. Absolutely correct. And I assume you read Confronting the Presidents because we rank Teddy Roosevelt very high. Now, again, I don't rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you know how I'm feeling about them, Confronting the Presidents. But you are absolutely right. Jana Shiver, a Chaplain, South Carolina. My book club is reading Killing the Witches. I'm hosting the discussion. What questions do you recommend we discuss? You know what the big thing on Killing the Witches is? How that horror in Salem, Massachusetts, and you know, if you go there in October, it's Bedlam up in Salem. I mean, that's the witch and Halloween and all of that. But how that was absorbed by Benjamin Franklin, who lived in Boston as a young man. He knew what was happening. And he, in the rest of his life, did not want this country to be based on theology. That's the most important part of that book. So I'm glad you guys are reading it and discussing it. In a moment, something you might not know. Did you know every day is a perfect day for peace of mind? With American Home Shield Warranty, you are covered for unexpected breakdowns like leaky faucets or faulty water heaters. Choose a plan that fits your budget and rest easy knowing repairs and replacements are taken care of. Simply contact American Home Shield when an issue arises, and their trusted pros will handle it according to your coverage. Don't let worries about appliances and home systems weigh you down. Celebrate the reassurance of protection. Don't worry, be warranty. For 20% off plans, visit ahs.com/bill. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 20 years ago, one of the most famous entertainers in America began her prison sentence in West Virginia. Despite the incarceration, she remains a global celebrity. Here is the story of Martha Stewart. Ms. Stewart rose to fame as a best-selling author of books on cooking and decorating. Her lifestyle brand expanded to TV programs, magazines, online courses. Martha became the wealthiest entertainer in the country in 1999. When her company, Martha Stewart Living, went public. The entertainer's legal troubles began 2 years later, after she sold her stake in a pharmaceutical company. The stock price plummeted the following day. Strange timing sparked a federal investigation, allegations of insider trading. A highly publicized trial ensued. Martha Stewart was found guilty on charges including conspiracy and obstruction of justice. She was sentenced to 5 months in prison, 2 years of probation. The media mogul was released on March 4th, 2005. Despite the negative press and her stint behind bars, Stewart rebounded. She kept her company intact, wrote a book, debuted 2 new television shows just 1 year after she was released from the pokey. Remember that expression? When asked how she manages to maintain her public persona after prison, Martha Stewart said, quote, "One thing I do not ever want is this to be the major thing of my life. I can still hold my head up high," unquote. And here's something else you might not know. Martha Stewart remains one of the most successful women in America. Under the advice of her close friend, rapper Snoop Dogg, Martha recently launched her own marijuana business. She debuted a line of cannabis candy called Martha Stewart CBD. Now, that's kind of dubious. I don't think I'd want to be in the intoxication business, but that's just me. Today, Ms. Stewart is worth about $600 million. Not bad for a former felon. Back in a moment. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.